My name is James Clark. I'm Professor of Chemistry at the University of York, and I'm also Director of the Green Chemistry Centre of Excellence, where we are at the moment. I've been interested in what's called green chemistry, green and sustainable chemistry it's sometimes called now, for, 30 years or thereabouts. Really all about trying to find ways to make industrial practices safer, more benign, more environmentally acceptable, more consistent with modern legislation, which is trying to protect us and the environment. And often involves talking to companies. Companies often come to us, and they come to us for advice. They come to us for suggestions. And Circa came to us about 8 years ago, originally. What I'd always say to my colleagues is, don't necessarily feel as though you have to do applied research, but do your pure research, but do it in a way you're aware of opportunities. So, do keep up to speed, yourself and your research team. Because, as I said, there's so much going on in the chemistry space at the moment. What we've got here is not just a new solvent, it's a new solvent that points the way to a whole bunch of other discoveries.
My name is Dr. Jason Camp. I'm CTO at Circa Group. One of my primary roles is to look after the development of our technology, and that involves working with universities around the world. Circa was founded about 15 years ago, and our primary focus is on the development of bio-based materials from waste. So we take waste cellulose biomass, we convert it using our proprietary Furacell process, to make a whole range of products. And these products are going into applications like building blocks for pharmaceuticals and agrochemicals, flavor and fragrance, and even into solvents. So our bio-based solvent Cyrene, which is really the reason why we're here today. So that was co-developed with James Clark here at the University of York. And it's a great replacement for toxic, unsustainable solvents. So we started working with James in about 2011. And really, it was our shared vision. So James was working on biomass valorization, and we were working in a very similar field. And I think he was working on microwaves at the time, and we were doing a thermal process. So the research overlaps were quite clear. I think more importantly for us at least, was the fact that he was a real global leader in the green chemistry area. He'd had experience with commercialization, with valorization, and someone we really looked to help us progress our products and our technologies. Now, what James has been able to add to this, besides his initial sort of seminal paper on Cyrene, he's done additional work on using Cyrene in a variety of applications. Just one case in point, they developed some methods for using really highly concentrated solutions of graphene. And other academics have built on that work, and now we can use graphene Cyrene solutions for 2D and 3D printing for printed electronic devices. And it's very clear for us is the benefit that we get out of working with universities, specifically the University of York, and it's something that we're going to be continuing to do. James has this great track record of commercialization and valorization of these sorts of molecules, and really we have a shared vision to develop safer, more sustainable bio-based compounds.